The soul does not belong to religion. 1. Opening. The memory awakens. Have you ever felt that you don't truly belong to any religion? Not because you resist belief, not because you reject faith, but because deep inside, there is something you cannot name, cannot confine, cannot place inside any framework. You respect every path. You see beauty in every belief system, yet you cannot force your heart to believe, simply out of fear of being lost. If you've ever felt this, please don't doubt yourself. This is not confusion. This is an ancient memory of the soul, quietly awakening. 2. The soul comes before belief, before temples, before churches and shrines, before scriptures and rituals. The soul already existed. Your soul arrived on earth without religion, without titles, without a system of right and wrong. You arrived bare and pure, carrying only one thing, your own light. And that light was never created to belong to any institution. 3. Maps and the ocean. Religion is humanity's sincere attempt to interpret what the soul already knows. Each religion is a map. Maps help you orient, help you move through the dark, but a map is not reality. The ocean can never be contained on paper, and your soul is that ocean, vast, without borders, without the need to be proven. 4. The soul's question human beings ask: what religion do I follow? Where do I belong? Am I right or wrong? These questions arise from the need to feel safe, but the soul asks only one thing: am I living truthfully? You can belong to a religion and still live far from yourself, and you can follow no religion at all, yet live very close to your inner truth. The soul doesn't need you to believe correctly. It only asks you to live honestly. 5. Beyond division. Humanity divides the world, us and them, good and evil, saved and lost. But the soul does not see through borders. The soul sees wounded hearts, confused lives, souls learning difficult lessons. When you are kind to someone, the soul doesn't ask what system you belong to. The soul simply knows. You are remembering who you are. 6. Fear belongs to the mind. You are afraid, not because your soul is weak, but because you were taught to be afraid. Afraid of being wrong, afraid of guilt, afraid of exclusion, afraid of not being worthy of love. These fears do not come from the soul. They come from collective memory, from stories repeated so often that they begin to feel like truth. But the soul has never known judgment. The soul has no list of sins, no scorecard, no punishment waiting. The soul knows only this: you have never been separated from the sacred, never fallen from the light, never lost the right to be yourself. Your pain is not because you are wrong, it is because you forgot that you were always whole. Awakening is not becoming more holy, not fixing yourself to meet a standard. Awakening is the moment you release fear. And remember, you were never condemned. You are simply learning how to return. 7. One light, many paths. One person prays, another meditates, another loves quietly, another simply lives with kindness. Different forms, different languages, but the inner feeling is one. The soul does not compare paths because it knows everyone awakens in their own way. 8. The original prayer. You can read endlessly, listen endlessly, learn endlessly, yet sometimes all it takes is sitting still, placing a hand on your chest, and slowing your breath. Then the soul speaks, not in words, not in concepts, but in something small, real, alive. That is the first prayer, and the final one. 9. No joining, no leaving. You may change beliefs, change paths, change the names you give the sacred, but your soul has never joined and has never left. It only moves closer to itself, to truth, to its original peace. 10. Returning to the light. In the end, the soul does not belong to religion, not because religion is wrong, but because the soul is wider than all concepts. The soul is where all religions begin and where all paths dissolve. Not in temples, not in rituals, not in books, but in a very small moment, when you sit alone, needing to prove nothing, needing to belong nowhere, needing no validation, and your heart softens. In that moment, you realize you were never lost, never off course, never abandoned. You don't need to join to be saved. You don't need to leave to be free, because you never left the light. The light is not outside you. It is not waiting somewhere far away. It is here, in your breath, in your heartbeat, in this quiet, living silence. You are not searching for the sacred. You are remembering. And when you remember, all labels, all boundaries, all fears fall away. Only you remain, and the light you never left.